Top 10 reasons to move to North Dakota. Just an intro before we get to the list. North Dakota is a U.S. state in the midwestern and northern regions of the United States. North Dakota is bordered by the states of South Dakota to the south, Minnesota to the east, Montana to the west, and Canadian provinces of Manitoba and Saskatchewan to the north. North Dakota's capital is Bismarck, and its largest city is Fargo. North Dakota has a population just over 750,000 persons. Let's begin. Number 10. Small population. North Dakota has a very small population for a big state. Most of the small towns feel like ghost towns. If you want to live somewhere that you don't find many people around, then North Dakota should be on your books to move to, as this place does not have many people. It only has a few people. If you're concerned about the number of friends you want to make and the number of people you want to talk to and mingle anything, don't move to North Dakota, unless if you want to live in one of the two small cities. North Dakota is the fourth least populous state in the country. Only Alaska, Vermont, and Wyoming have fewer residents, just shows that there aren't many people around. Most of the settlers are of German, Russian, and North European ancestry, so you will get the Scandinavian ways of living, and Christianity is followed to the letter, but not like the version you get in the Deep South. Number 9. Large state. North Dakota is considered the least visited state. It is not having a major tourist attraction, hence it is boring as hell. Most of the state is covered in grassland and used for agricultural purposes. So if you want to build a house and live off from your land, and look no further than North Dakota, as this state is heaven on earth. You can grow almost anything that is not tropical. Look, you cannot grow bananas, but you can grow potatoes, apples and beans, and these crops are very profitable. Number 8. Fertile soil. Soil is North Dakota's most precious resource. It is the base of the state's great agricultural wealth. Having a rich nutrient land is gold. You can grow anything if it can withstand the weather. You don't have to worry about your crops getting diseases, as this state has a great climate. In addition, you don't have to worry about your crops growing, as the luscious soil will take care of your plant's growth. Number 7. Jobs. Nearly every person has a job. You will not be homeless in North Dakota. If you wander around homeless in North Dakota, people will call you crazy, as there are plenty of jobs to go around. If you're coming from another state, then you don't have to worry, as there are lots of jobs going on and employers are begging for more employees. If all hell breaks loose in your type of work, then you can always get a job as a farmer. Just to note, Fargo is home to the second largest campus of Microsoft with 1,700 employees. Look, Microsoft opened up in North Dakota, possibly to save money and also to get great employees, because they know North Dakota is booming with wealth. Number 6. Industry. Although less than 10% of the population is employed in the agricultural sector, it remains a major part of the state's economy. With industrial-scale farming, it ranks 9th in the nation in the value of crops and 18th in the total value of agricultural products sold. Large farms generate the most crops. Number 5. Farming. North Dakota has 90% of its land area in farms, with 27.5 million acres of cropland, the third largest amount in the nation. So this means that most of the land is used for farming, and if you can stand living next to farms, then you will have a good life. Just remember, these are big commercial farms that may use hazardous pesticides on crops and fill the air with gas. Just be aware about the nature of how things work in North Dakota. If you want to buy land, make sure you know your neighbors and enjoy where you live, cause if you don't enjoy it, never live there. Number 4. Largest producer. North Dakota feeds America. We all know the American market is always starving for more and more food. Feed me more. Feed me more. Type of culture. It never gets satisfied, and North Dakota is doing the job in stopping the beast losing its short temper. The state is the largest producer in the US of many cereal grains, including barley at 36%. durum wheat at 58%, hard red spring wheat at 48%, oats 17%, and combined wheat of all types at 15%. It is the second leading producer of buckwheat at 20%. As of 2007, corn became the state's largest crop produced, although it is only 2% of the total US production. As I already said, the fat American belly never gets full and is always starving for more and more and more. Number 3. Largest producer 2.0. I am not finished just yet. North Dakota is also the largest producer of honey, dry edible peas and beans, lentils, and the third largest producer of potatoes. In this state, you will get to eat this produce for a cheaper rate than the rest of the country, and you will get it fresh off the tree, ground, wherever it is grown, and it tastes better when fresh food comes off trees or the ground or wherever it is grown, as it does not have to travel for miles and miles before it gets served on your plate. Number 2. Energy. The oil-rich Bakken Shale Formation has made North Dakota the second largest crude producing state behind only Texas. The energy industry is a major contributor to the economy. North Dakota has both coal and oil reserves. Shale gas is also produced. Lignite coal reserves in western North Dakota are used to generate about 90% of the electricity consumed, and electricity is also exported to nearby states. North Dakota is very rich. As I already mentioned, it has natural resources. You can use food for energy, and the conditions are perfect to make lots and lots of money. Number 1. Unique. North Dakota is the only state with a state-owned bank. The Bank of North Dakota is Bismarck, and North Dakota has a state-owned flour mill. North Dakota is home to the tallest man-made structure in the Western Hemisphere, the KVLY TV mast. North Dakota produces a lot of wealth and is doing so well that you won't find a homeless person on the streets, and if you do, then they deserve a big slap on the face, since North Dakota has everything you need to prosper. There we have it, the top 10 reasons to move to North Dakota. It is the perfect state to find employment and live well. Share the video, like, comment, and I will see you in another time.